Welcome back to Man Across New Horizons. I'm dear darling, and should we see what's going on a wonderful little island of Fawnhollow today? Rather dramatic, isn't it? Wonderful island, wonderful island. Sorry, my arm is very itchy. I have no clue why. I'm just like slightly itching it here. Hopefully you can't hear it. If you can hear it, then maybe it's like ASMR or something. If it's not like ASMR, then well, I don't really have a solution. I guess I'll just stop itching it then. But yeah, what I've been up to today, done the usual, did some programming and played a bit of Talos Principle, recorded some of those episodes earlier today. Hello everyone, right now in Fawnhallow, it's 3:34 PM on Friday, August 27th, 2021, nearly the end of August now, crazy. But yeah, recorded some Talos Principle. It's getting a decent amount harder, I'm not gonna lie. Some of the puzzles definitely took me a little bit, like one of them took me like 10 minutes or so to do, I think. I don't quite recall. But yeah, there's not much to say about that. There's nothing really going on in the games yet. None of the patches or anything for the games I play really will happen until the 31st, and that's when it all puffs up. Jolly red, more like jolly. I don't know. I was gonna say jolly dead, but that's kind of mean spirited, isn't it? Yo, Canopy, thanks for the birthday present. You knew exactly what I wanted. I'm pumped, so I got you a little something for your fitness routine in return. Hope you like it a lot. Sweatfully yours, Ryan. We need to get rid of some of these letters, because we have far too many. So we are just going to pick one person who's moved out and then throw away all their first letters. Diana. Yeah, throw away everything except for their first letters, is what I mean. I suppose we should keep their final letters as well, but Savannah already had one down here. Savannah already had one. We need to clear out, let's say about 10. That should be fine. Because with all these duplicates that we're going to get, we're going to certainly and get these letters again from the people who've already moved in. So farewell, all of these Axel letters, all these Eric letters. We'll be getting them again at some point. So perhaps we should stop throwing all of them away. I don't know, at some point I've got to actually clear this out, except for I'm never going to. If only it was a bit easier, if only we could organise them. If only we had more mailbox space. Ever think about that, Nintendo? Why do you send us letters every single day if we can't even keep them? I know, it's not really your fault. Still waiting for that Nintendo update. Still, is it coming? Who knows? It's a mystery at this point. But yeah, I don't know. What else I've been up to? Played a bit of Binding of Isaac yesterday, I guess. I'm going through doing greedier mode with all the characters. The only ones I've got left are Tainted Lazarus, Tainted Jacob, and Tainted Bethany. Tainted Bethany's going to be really easy, so that's basically like crossed off already. Tainted Lazarus, I got so close yesterday. I got a run which got to Ultra Greed, but it died on Ultra Greed because I only had 3 HP. It was really close. It just wasn't strong enough. It just if Spirit Hearts appeared in the final shop, I think I would have won. If I just had like one more, maybe 2 more HP, one more HP might have done it. If I just had a tiny bit more, could have done it. But alas, Tainted Lazarus still not done, but it'll be done eventually, hopefully. And good news for that thing is in Binding of Isaac, apparently the PC patch is coming soon, TM. Is what's happening, and when will those characters be fixed. I actually kind of want to beat those characters completely before they get fixed, just sort of like a mark of pride. Although I will say it's not going to be very interesting, because Tainted Jacob you can only really beat if you get one of like 4 very specific items. Well, I think for me personally. But yeah, let's not talk about Binding of Isaac. That's not really what I'm here to talk about. What should I talk about? I don't know. Is there anything really going on in the gaming world? That's why you just gone over to RSS Games. McCree's getting a name change. Oh, because of, you know, Blizzard and their whole being a terrible company sort of thing going on. But I believe they're trying to detach themselves from it, because I didn't know this. McCree is actually named after one of the problematic employees, shall we say. Is it a good change? I don't know. It's not really my place to say. Like, on the one hand, McCree's a really cool name for a cowboy, but yeah, on the other hand, probably don't want that sort of association with it. The character's sort of free from the guilt that a person is, but yeah, we're not really here to talk about that sort of gaming drama. You can, but many other news outlets and sites which discuss that for sort of thing in depth. Not really a place for it here in Animal Crossing. I'm going to be honest. Oh, Gamescom was on. I forgot about Gamescom. I haven't actually watched any of the stuff yet, but I've seen some of the trailers come out. One of them was like Cult of a Lamb or something, which looks pretty cool. I will say that there seems to be a lot of games which have that sort of like 2D puppet aesthetic. I don't know how to describe it, you know, like how the same thing that Don't Starve's got going on, where everyone's Everyone is like 2D in a 2.5D world, I suppose. But we've got like these sort of the way they're animated is like a puppet, I suppose, is what I'd say. I mean, you might be like, any sort of animation is kind of like a puppet because that's what you use to animate. Okay, yes, technically, yes. You know, you rig up a skeleton, you got a puppet which you can now move around. That's not what I meant, though. But yeah, the Cult of the Lamb. There was another game which had it. I can't remember what it was. There was another game I looked at when I was like, oh, cool. But I can't remember what it was. What was it? I looked at it and it was like interesting. I was like, oh, maybe I'll play through that. We don't have enough inventory space to deal with that for the moment, so let's go sell some stuff. It's Cult of a Lamb. I promise you, there was another game, but I watched the trailer for it and I was like, that looks interesting. But I don't remember what it was. I don't know if I'll play any of these games because a huge amount of them look like roguelite sort of things, which I'm not really in the market for. Gamescom, that's not what I meant to search. Gamescom 2021 trailer. DokeV. I don't know what this is. I have no idea what that is. I've not seen it. It looks interesting though. No, what was it? Saints Row? It wasn't Saints Row, but I do like this sort of weird cat head this guy's wearing. Okay, what do we sell? Not that. Don't sell that. Don't need to sell that. Sell this, sell this, sell this, sell this. Sell this and that. Is that, yeah, that seems good. Halo Infinite multiplayer. Apparently the biggest thing is this DokeV. Apparently I should go watch it. I have no idea what this is about. No, what was it? It's not Madison. I mean, I could just watch a trailer now, to be honest, and give you my sort of opinions on it. There's a lot of Marvel things. No, hold on. Cult of the Lamb. Did I just make up this game? Cult of the Lamb official reveal trailer. It's true. Just mute that quickly. We don't want to look at it. It wasn't this game. What game was it? Stray? I don't know. Does IGN have all of the things uploaded? Dwarf? I don't know. That looks cool though. Prehistoric Kingdom? Oaken? No, it wasn't these. Timberborn? No. I can't see it. Townscaper? Apparently there's a lot of games released, like, the trailers were released at Gamescom. This is an insane amount. Do we need to hit footballs? Crack Pet Showdown. What on earth is this? I'm going to look at it. We're just going to be here watching game trailers. This looks like something from like the early 2000s or something. Oh, okay. It's quite gory. Don't look it up perhaps if you're not prepared for that sort of thing. It's extraordinarily gory, my word. It feels very Newsground-esque. That's what I'll say. Fossils, earth-boring dung beetle, trees. Oh, I should have bought a tree. You know, we're right here. Let's just go back in and get a tree. No, it's not. It's not. None of these games. What game was it? There's a lot of interesting games on here. Maybe we should just go look at some of them. See what seems interesting. It's certainly much more of a common trend right now for indie games to be like sort of slightly top down, not quite top down, but like from an elevated angle, sort of battle arena like thing. Genshin Impact apparently had a trailer. I've seen it. It's a very good one. Not much bearing unless you already play Genshin Impact though, probably. Super Monkey Ball, Cult of a Lamb. That's one I talked about. It looks like some sort of roguelike management simulator thing going on with dungeon crawling. I don't really know. You know, there's the Horizon Zero Dawn crossover with Genshin Impact, which, you know, probably has no bearing on you. What game was it? I swear there was another game, but I don't remember what it was. Am I making it up? I must have scrolled past it. What was the game? Hold on. This way you look in your history. Yesterday. And you search your cult. Art Station. That's not where I went. Something on YouTube. Oh, I probably looked at it in private mode, didn't I? What was it? What game was it? Was that maybe I saw it on a Mega Thread? So I realise I'm not even talking, I'm just sort of just like scrolling through these sort of things and not saying anything. We don't need to get rocks, right? I know, there's a lot of interesting stuff, I suppose, if you're intrigued by that sort of thing. of which I can't say I particularly am, but a lot of the AAA titles, but it's not that they don't interest me, it's so much more about, I never played any of them, so I have no investment in them. Let's go get another fossil bit while we're at it. But it looks like there's a lot of cool trailers and that sort of thing. I'm just confused. What trailer did I see? Well, I was like, this looks like a cool game, but it wasn't Cult of a Lamb. But I mean, Cult of a Lamb does look cool, but it's not. Cleared the Snail. Is this a puzzle game? This trailer looks like a puzzle game. Hold on. We're just gonna peep it. We're gonna find things to look at. I mean, I've already got tons of games to be playing, so perhaps I shouldn't be tempting fate with more of them. Look, again, it's another like sort of top down, sort of battle arena dungeon crawler, probably. It seems to be the flavour of the month of genres for indie developers right now. Which, if you love those sort of things, you're probably like, heck yeah, this is my jam. But you know me, it didn't strike my fancy a lot of the time. Timesia, that seems like a cool game. It looks like a Dark Souls-esque sort of game. I just liked its splash art, to be honest. I'm sort of just like window shopping. Like, I'm never going to play any of these games, but I am just looking at them. It wasn't the Hemosaurus. And I'm fully aware, by way of cognitive biases, me being like, oh, you know, that's what indie games are all doing now. Of course, that's everything which is happening. It's not. They're not all happening like that. Time loader. I don't know why this robot is winking at me. Is this a puzzle game? A puzzle platformer? It looks like a puzzle platformer. It's quite cute. Looks very indie, I'll say. A bit of charm to it. That's not the game. That's not the game. What game was it? I think I'm just making this up. I feel like there was no game. You suck at parking. Excuse me? I mean, that's definitively true because I can't drive, but still. Nura's Wish. This looks like another game. This looks like that Fox exploration game, doesn't it? Which I don't know if it's come out yet. Is this a puzzle game? This is a puzzle game. Atmospheric puzzle game. Using lights and shadow. You know what? I'll keep my eye out on that one. That looks very interesting. This is what Gamescom's for. You know, you're trying to find out games which you'll have an interest in. Things which appeal to your certain sensibilities and likes and dislikes. Gigabash? I don't know what the heck that is. Is that like a kaiju fighting game? Yu-Gi-Oh got a game? My Hero Academia's got one. Fist? Just a rabbit dude? I'm starting to think I never saw a game. Is that Dave Bautista? Otherwise known as Drax? Martha is Dead? That's the name that sounds familiar. It was not taking... Park Beyond? No, it wasn't that. That looks like some sort of park management simulation game. I'm just on my IGN YouTube channel, by the way, if you're wondering where I'm looking at all these trailers. If only there was that site which is like the E3 site. But for Gamescom, I guess. Jungle Book crossover with Fall Guys? Weird. Splitgate. This person is bright orange, yellow and blue, but it is probably the most outrageously vibrant colour scheme I've ever seen for a character. Honestly, kind of works. But perhaps a bit too vibrant for my tastes. Well, I don't know if that's true. I do like vibrant colours. But I tend to wear much more pastel colours, if anything. It tends to fit my sort of aesthetic a bit better. Psychonauts 2, that's not it. Maybe it's an older trailer, maybe we just keep scrolling and we'll find it. Simpsons Hit and Run. Spider-Man No Way Home official trailer. I didn't know IGN covered movies as well. Moss, Genshin Impact. Are you lot just re-uploading trailers? Are you allowed to do that? That seems illegal. Well, maybe not illegal, but something you shouldn't be doing. 12 minutes. Oh yeah! That 12 minutes game came out. Apparently it's not very good. It's very sort of, I'm not sure how to put this. It's, takes itself too seriously or something. What was that game? The KDA story. What on earth is this? This is not what I wanted. I want to know what thing I saw, but I can't remember what it was. I'm starting to think I made it up. Okay, complete DIY projects, customize, pre-show. I don't know what it was. I thought it was interesting as well. Well, You know, maybe it'll pop up again and I'll be like, oh yeah, that's the game. Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawler. Cat Dog revealed. Classic. Oh, hello, Birdwing Butterfly. Sorry, Queen Alexandria Birdwing Butterfly. If I'm to use your full title. Let's just take this off very quickly. Take it off, everybody take it off. There's a place I know. Wherever, what the heck? That was a drone beetle, that wasn't a butterfly. Where the freaks all come and go. April O'Neil reveal for Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl. Who's April O'Neil? Oh, from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. No, I'm going to keep scrolling down until I find this game. So I saw it on Reddit and I was like, that looks interesting. Excuse me. Hello, Butterfly. I forgot how fast the Agrius butterflies were. But I still got you. The Good Life? Is that it? Mute this? No. It's definitely not this game. It's not on the tip of my tongue, but what game was it? Arcadian Atlas? No. Oh. Did not mean to play that trailer music. Don't mind that. Nobody Saves the World. Oh, this is it. It's Nobody Saves the World. It's something I saw and I was like, that looks interesting. Oh, this is why I thought it was interesting. It's because it had different power-ups that you could like combine together with each other and it makes different things. Yeah, that's it. It has like some sort of weird crossover for power-ups. Like you could play as like a horse character or you could play as a ranger character, but if you decide to use both their power-ups together, it gives you like a horse and a ranger. You're like a horse which shoots arrows or something like that. I was like, that seems interesting. It's not actually as interesting, I think, because I'm not interested in these sort of top-down, I know, action RPG. It's not really an action RPG. I don't know what you call them. I guess maybe they're roguelites. That's what it kind of looks like to me, but I don't actually know for sure if it actually is a roguelite. What did Rowan give us, by the way? A cursor? A jockey uniform? Maybe, I don't know. We need to catch another bug. Oh, hold on. Let's get these fossils assessed. See, I don't know. Gamescom could be interesting. I'm not sure of any big announcements that are going on right now. Probably not all too many in the first place because we've still got the pandemic situation going on, so it's a bit hard to do big announcements. But still seems like things have been coming. I feel like a lot of these announcements anymore are becoming a lot less interesting. A lot of them aren't like oh, new game coming out. It's more like oh, this game is, which you already know about and possibly already own if you're a fan of it, is being ported to a different console or something like that. And it's like, I mean, that's cool, but there's not many times where I want to play. Like, this is very specific to me, and I know it's specific to me because it doesn't apply to a lot of other people. Most of the time, I don't own games over different platforms because there's only one platform I want to play it on. Which sounds strange, and it kind of is a bit strange if you think about it. It's like Binding of Isaac. You can get it on Switch, you can get it on, apparently you can get it on your phone, and or maybe tablet, I can't remember, and other sort of things. I only want to play it on my computer, so like I never end up playing it, so I'm never going to purchase it for a different system. Do we have a Tycho Beetle as a model? I'm not sure we do. Perhaps we should keep it. So I'm never going to actually play it on a different console. And amusingly, I think the only game I have over different consoles is Crypt of a Necrodancer, which might be like, really? You never talk about playing that game. That's because I played it for about 2 hours. And it's not I decided it wasn't for me, it's just like I never really quite got into it as much. It feels like there's a lot to learn, but I don't really want to go, I can't be bothered to go and learn it. It's probably the best way to put it. Because you had to go actively learn it. Because with Binding of Isaac, a lot of it I learned just sort of passively by watching Northern Lion play. And I found him entertaining, so I kept watching him. But Crypt of a Necrodancer, I haven't really watched anyone play it, so perhaps it hasn't really stuck in my mind nearly as much. We have a lot of flowers to clear up, don't we? But I own it on Switch. And I don't know why. I don't remember why I bought it on Switch. I think part of me was sort of like, oh, maybe this is the sort of game I'd want to play on my Switch rather than on my computer. But, you know, now I think about it a bit more, probably not, especially with Joy-Con Drift. It's going to make it quite difficult to get precise inputs in. So really, the only games I play on my Switch are exclusives, really. I don't think there's any other games. Oh, we should keep the tiger beetle. I don't think there's any other games. I don't think we have an octopus statue. I'm not sure if that's quite right, but you know, we're gonna keep it anyway. We're gonna sell all the fossils. We don't need them. Yeah, there's not many games I want to. Like, the only games I play on the Switch are exclusives. Are these Nintendo games? I guess it's just I have such a strong preference for playing games on a PC. There's very few games I'd rather play on a console instead, and if I do, I want to play it on a mobile console, which I always have with me, aka my phone. So basically, I only play things on my phone or my computer. Really. It's like, because the whole reason for a portable console is so I can play the game on the go, but most of the times when I'm on the go somewhere, I don't want to bring an entire console with me. But I'm okay with bringing my phone because my phone's pretty important to take to places, so you know I can do things. But I'm like never gonna. I'm pretty sure we have a jolly painting already. I think we checked yesterday. Excuse me. Didn't mean to drop that on the floor. Yeah. So it's like if I go on holiday somewhere, I don't really want to bring my Switch a lot of the time. And you might be like, why not? And it's not like I got anything personal against the Switch. Just like I don't want to bring it and then lose it, and I don't want to bring it and then basically never play on it. The only time I think I brought something is I brought my laptop once when I went to China. But that's because I was visiting my grandparents who are, you know, we're not going to be doing anything particularly wild or anything, so a lot of the times I'll just be on my computer playing games or something instead. That's in fact when I played All of Hatful Boyfriend, which is weird, but yeah. Nowadays I don't really need to do that as much. I've got tons of games on my phone anyway. I've got tons of ribbon games, or like I can do something else, or I can just draw, I guess. Probably a much more accurate thing. To what I'd be doing. Oh, we didn't customize. Let's customize. Yeah, I don't know. Portable gaming. I don't know. It just doesn't appeal to me as much. Weirdly. I don't know why. I can't give you a good enough reason except for when I'm out and about, I don't want to be playing on my console. If I want to play a portable game, I want to play a game which I can pick up and close again pretty quickly or something, which is why I think mobile games are better designed about. I think it's because all the games I want to play for the things that come out on console, that sort of things, I want to invest my time into. I want to play multiple things. Which is why probably I like playing Binding of Isaac on my computer, because despite the fact that most people would be like, oh, you know, maybe I'll just play one run and then stop on that sort of thing, move on a long train journey or a car journey, that sort of thing. Most of the time I don't want to do that. I want to like get invested. I want to do a couple of runs and knock things off with post-it notes, but I can't say the same is to be said when I'm out and about, like on holiday or something. I don't really like if I'm on holiday abroad somewhere, I don't really want to just like bust out the Switch and be like, oh, you know, it's going to play a quick game or whatever. I don't know, do something. I want to do something. I had a Gulliver. I forget we have a visitor today. And Gulliver, you very much are the most annoying one to whose problems we need to sort out, but I will help sort out your problems. And plus, all the portable games I play, they're all games which I, most of the time, can pick up and put down very quickly. Like these rhythm games, I play like one song. And it takes at max like 3 minutes or something. It's very quick. And then so I can just do it, play one song, and then I'm done, or that sort of thing. But it's also this sort of game where I don't. Why is Gulliver's face transparent? Did you see that? His emotions were going through his beak. I don't know how to phrase this. Yeah, it's a sort of game where I don't want to play it in like long stretches of time. You know, if I want to play a rhythm game, I don't want to play like 15 songs in a row. Even playing like 4 songs in a row, I think is enough most of the time. So I only play a few songs and then I'm like, oh, perfect, I'm done. I guess the exception to that is Shiny Colours, where some of the runs can take 40 minutes, but normally I do the runs on my computer. That's the exception where that's a game I play. You know, that's probably the only game I play sometimes both on my phone and my computer. Although I prefer playing it on my computer because I feel like I have greater control over it. My phone's got a bit of a delay, which makes the rhythm-based portions a bit annoying, which you might find surprising because you would have thought, isn't it turn-based, most of that? Isn't most of that a strategy? And yeah, it kind of is, but still. I suppose the fact I can play on my phone is alright in the end. Just trying to see if there's any flowers over here. There's not really. I know we got that springtime flower up at the top, which we need to get as well, but for now, we'll just clear out this sort of area. I suppose as we're hunting for Gulliver's broken computer parts anyway in the first place. Whether we can get this done in 5 minutes or not, I'm not really sure, but I don't know. I'm trying to think. Like, obviously, I'm not the market for portable games because I feel like most people land in a category that they do want to play. Like, if they go on holiday, they, you know, they want to just play like a quick game or something. They want to bust out their Switch and play like, oh yeah, I want to play a bit more of like, I don't know, Breath of the Wild, or I want to have a quick save of Spider-Man or something like that. I don't know why it doesn't appeal to me as much, or I have no strong desire to really do it. And I'm not. It's not like I'm not really sure if I can do anything about it. It's like it's not really something that needs to have anything done about it, isn't it? It's just my preferences for when it comes to games. It's just weird to think about. I've never really like sort of broken it down and analysed why. And I think it's because I feel like the control I get over playing on a portable console is less than what I'd have over a computer, perhaps due to my familiarity with using a computer compared to using like a controller or anything like that. Which I don't like. I kind of like to feel like I have control over what I'm doing when I'm playing a game, and when I make a mistake in a game is due to my own my own fault, rather than me feeling like, oh, it's because of the barrier between using a controller and that sort of thing. Which, you know, perhaps it's just sort of me trying to find excuses, but it's also like I don't know. It's not just that. There's something about playing on a console which doesn't appeal to me as much. Unless it's an exclusive, like this sort of thing. Like, I don't know, would I rather play Animal Crossing on my computer? Maybe. I think I just prefer using a keyboard over using a controller. And it's really, that's as simple as it gets. And fair enough, I feel alright, maybe because it's whole... Maybe that's also an exclusive thing. Maybe if I could play my own rhythm games on my computer, I would also do that. Maybe I'd prefer it. But that, I mean, those sort of games you kind of need a touchscreen for. No question is, what if I could get like an arcade cabinet or something? You know? Something which is a game I enjoy. I love playing those music games. I love playing like the Japanese rhythm games that you find in arcades, like Chunifium? I can't remember what it's called. There's another one. There's a DJ one. There's also the one with the knobs on which you twist. I can't remember what they're called. What that's called. There's a huge amount of rhythm games. Love playing them. What if I owned one of them? I'm never gonna, well, unless I suddenly become like a millionaire or something, probably never gonna own one of them. If I did own one of them, what would I do? Would I play it often? I'm gonna hazard a guess, no. Perhaps part of the reason I like playing them so much is because I don't have like my PC over, or whatever when I go to Japan. So I'm just like, oh, I wanna play some games. But the only thing I got are those arcades. This has been enlightening. Probably not for you, this has probably been rather boring for you, seeing as I spent the first 15 minutes just reading off like list of games which came out during Gamescom, but still, I feel like I'm being enlightened. I think that's honest. I swear, the answer. I think if I had an arcade with those sort of games, then I probably even wouldn't play it that often. Now, mind you, if I ever get rich enough to somehow purchase my own Japanese arcade and bring one over here in the UK, I would do that, and maybe I'd visit it every once in a while. I don't know. It certainly sounds like a grand old fun time. But maybe that's just me. I'm just saying, those not mobile games, those rhythm games, super fun. I miss playing them. They're a great old time. But anyway, should we round this episode off here? Portable gaming is a wild time. I feel like I've spoken about this before, but maybe I haven't. Anyway, if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares. Didn't we have a Lily of a Valley? Did I say it? I greatly appreciate it. Join me Dear Darling Discord. Follow me on Twitter down below. Hope we can see each other again. But for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now.